I've been saying it with a note saying I love you, I meant it. Now I know what a fool I've been. Y'all know you're going to have to put up with all these crazy antics now until after Christmas, right? Right? Okay, well, just so you know. I know I can't sing, but I don't even care because it makes me happy and I'm all about some happiness. So, I was having a conversation with a friend last night, and it marinated overnight, and I thought this might be a good message for all y'alls up out in there. So, I want to tell you a story first, okay? So, imagine there's this really beautiful rose. It's supposed to be the most beautiful rose of its species. And it's placed at the base of a very dirty, foggy window. You know those old windows on old houses? It's real glass, and like it's foggy. It's like this circle of fog. And anyway, the sunlight can get through the window to the rose. Just enough to keep the rose growing, but not enough for the rose to fully bloom. One day, someone comes along, the caretaker for the house, and they clean the window. Put the rose right there. But at this point, because the window is finally clean, the sunlight pours through and the rose is finally able to see its full potential. And everybody benefits from it. Everybody that walks by sees this rose and something magical happens within them. We are all that rose, okay? We all have a very special gift. God has given us all a very unique talent and gift. And we're going to be placed up underneath a dirty, foggy window. The dirty, foggy window is relationship. It's bad habits. It's a host of other things. But specific to today's conversation, we're going to take that window and compare it to our relationships. Those dirty, foggy relationships are toxic things in your life that are not going to allow all of the sunlight to come through that, if cleaned, would allow you to see your full potential. You have been given a great gift from God. And a lot of people think for their health, they should get rid of toxic relationships, which is true. You should for your own health and well-being. Oh, excuse me, a little eyelash. But beyond that, you've been given a gift and a unique talent from the good Lord above, not just for your own purpose. Those who have been gifted from God have been given those gifts because they are supposed to do something with it to benefit other people. You don't just have a gift and keep it to yourself. You might benefit from that, but the true fulfillment behind that is what that does for other people. You know, I look at this channel as an opportunity for me to share something with the world, something good in an otherwise very, very dark place. Something to, I tell you guys things that are really not, it's simple. It's just, I think sometimes we just need somebody to tell it to us in a different way so that I don't know, it's kind of like you go to church for years and years and years and years and years, and then one day you may hear a story, and depending on what you're going through at that particular time of life, it may mean something different to you. Sometimes we have to go through a set of circumstances and experiences before we can truly hear and receive a message that we've heard all along. Sometimes it just takes somebody else saying it in a different way for it to finally click. But nevertheless, you have got to do your due diligence to get that window clean. You have to remove toxic people from your life, not only for your own health and well-being, but for what that is meant to do for the rest of the world. If that beautiful rose never saw its full potential, people would have missed out on that. Y'all, you have to do your homework and figure out what relationships in your life are holding you back from realizing who you truly are meant to be. I think a lot of people struggle with feeling like they don't really have a purpose, or maybe they know they have a purpose, because otherwise why would they be here? But they can't figure out what it is, and it drives them crazy because they don't know what it is. And so it's like they spend their life in purgatory waiting. But here's the thing, you have control over whether or not, how soon you're going to be able to see your full potential. You will not be able to blossom until you remove those toxic people from your life. How do you know somebody's toxic? Well, for starters, you really need to look at the relationship and see, what are you getting out of it? Is it a you give everything and they give you nothing in return, or maybe every now and then they give you something? When you put that relationship down on paper, do you spend more time unhappy than you do happy? Do you think about this person and immediately you get this feeling of joy, or do you get this feeling of anxiety? You know, is this a person that every time you think of it, do you think of them? Why are you truly friends with this person? You know, do they make you a better person? Do they challenge you in a good way to push you to be a better person? Or are they holding you back? Are they supportive? Are they encouraging? Or do they always find something wrong with whatever it is that you want to do? If you have toxic people in your life, or you have relationships in your life that you need to weed out, you got to get to it. You will be a better person for it. Remove them from your life. And you don't have to go about it in a mean, unkind way. You can simply cut ties with somebody. They don't have to understand why. They don't. You owe nobody an explanation for that. You got to take care of yourself, because this is about things that are bigger than us. Life is not about self. Life is about everybody. Life is about this big group, total, collective of all these people that if we don't ever see our full potential, we're just missing out. We've missed it. So do your homework, look at those relationships, and if you got some in your life, dig them up and get them out. It's not easy. Sometimes it's a little painful, but it must be done. It must be done! Trust me, you'll be a happier person for it. All right, y'all have a great Monday. I love y'all. Peace out.